Hello everybody and welcome back to another Starcraft II video by Konungr, where we watch some of my Zerg replays. And as promised in my last video where we did a ZvP and I used Corruptors and Broodlords for the first time, and I mentioned that the reason I don't use them more often is because a lot of the times I'll use a Roach Hydra combo because I start off with safety roaches and then I go for the ranged attack for my upgrade, and I don't get the melee. So, as mentioned in my last video, I was going to try out something where I use BroodUltraCorruptor Ultralisk, possibly with Infestors as well. And I just had a ZvP. It was a pretty decent game. It was actually a better game than the one before where I did Roach Hydra and well, better as far as economy goes. So we're going to get into this. Like I said, ZvP, and he didn't like what I did. A lot of the times, especially whenever you beat somebody with a macro, by beating them with macro, they always, oh, it's OP, or etc, etc. So, it's a pretty interesting win. Okay. So of course, same routine, 13 pool, 15, 16 hatch. We do see that he's going forge first, so we're going to go ahead and send out, we're going to go ahead and get a pair of lings out so we can scout for any kind of enemy, and we do see the poking along, so we're going to chase him around, and then we're also going to send this other ling down to just kind of investigate, see if he dropped any pylons anywhere. And just kind of harass him just a little bit, not kill anything, but just for a little bit of harassment. And the way we're going to do this build, we're going to do this build the same way we've been doing the build, which is to get out our roaches, and we're going to get out some safety roaches. But this time, we're not going to get out 8 roaches and then etc, etc, etc. We're going to focus on the more economy aspect. Oof, tickle in the throat. Hate that, can't ever get it out. So anyways, and we're also working on we actually started our lair before we got our roaches out, just because we didn't feel like we were in any kind of imminent danger. We get out our 2 evo chambers, we also start our spire, and we do notice that pylon down there, so we go ahead and send the roaches and the ling we had. We only had 4 roaches, and we went ahead and started our larva's worth in lings, just because we're going to have a heavy ling base here for the beginning. We do notice there's another pylon up here, so we go take it out, and as we're taking it out, he starts to push in with a Zealot, Stalker, Sentry, Immortal combo, which it does kill us off at first, and then he goes to push back. We go ahead and cancel this third while we're getting out our roaches, so we get out I think we got out 10 roaches and as many lings as we could. We rushed straight to Hive, get out Hive, and once this Hive was done, we go in ahead and started our Greater Spire and our Ultralisk Cavern. Go ahead and start our third again. We're also going to go ahead and get all this gas up, and we're going to go ahead and double expand and grab our fourth as well. Because we are a little bit behind in the economy game. We go ahead and we're still working on 2-2, but we're working on Ultralisk Armor and our Ling Frenzied Attack. Or adrenal glands, I guess, as it's called in the game. We see them push that back, so we're going to go ahead and move these back, and we go ahead, our Greater Spire's done, so we're going to go ahead and get some of those Broodlords out. And we go ahead and swarm in with those Lings and Broodlords, and there goes our first Ultralisk. Now the Ultralists are falling quite quickly to those Immortals. That's alright, we just want them. Between the Lings and the Broodlings, it's pushing everything back, and we still have just a couple of Corruptors to handle the any kind of the flying objects, such as the Colossi. We go ahead and move down our drones from base 1 down to our 4th base. We're also working on 3-3, and we're just maxing out with as many Colossi, Immortals, or not Colossi, but wow, I'm not playing Protoss. Ultralisk, Broodlords, Corruptors, and Lings. If we were doing this against Terran or Zerg, of course we'd be getting our Banelings, but Banelings don't seem to be too useful against Protoss, so we forewent those. And we're just using those Corruptors to kind of push back the Colossi, while the Ultralisks handle base attacking, and those Broodlords are just attacking from afar. Now we do have quite a few Corruptors, and we need to morph these because they're kind of useless as Corruptors, other than for the Colossi, but that's alright. At least we have them there for whenever we need them. And he did get, like I said, he got upset. He's like, nice win button. I did shoot him a message right after this. I was like, GG. And I also said that it's our version of the Colossi, because that's exactly what the Broodlord is. It is our version of the Colossus. Has long range. It's well, sort of in a way. The Colossus can be attacked by both anti-air and anti-ground, whereas the Broodlord is only anti-ground or anti-air. But at the same time, it's our mega units. Where you've got, let's see, you've got the Ultralisk, which is akin to the Archon, I would suppose, and the Broodlord is our Colossi. It sits on the back end of the fight and just shoots out forward. So I've got no qualms with that. I thought I played very well. My economy was, I was racing my economy the entire time. Had he been a little bit more aggressive, he probably could have won that, just because of how many units I could get out just due to my economy. But alas, good game. And so I figured I'd share that with y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video.